right, Pisces, welcome in. Welcome in. This is your February reading. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Hopefully you're doing great. This is one of the full zodiac that we have posted this weekend. If you are part of our membership group, you can see all 12 extendeds. So if this doesn't resonate with your sun sign in Pisces, you can check out your Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. All right, let's see where we go. Watch to your heart's content. What is going on for Pisces, please? I know you've shown up in quite a bit of the readings. Oh my goodness, this keeps showing up. Bloom where you're planted. Some of you are wanting to move or leave a place you are. I feel like there's still some things to be shown to you of why you're there. Allow your work to become your art. Interesting. And write this into reality. Some of you are in the place you are for a reason. I feel like soon your work is going to blossom. Soon you are, because you're manifesting this. There's no more resistance. No more resistance. Good job. Okay. It's almost like a long time ago, I had a friend who, and I've moved quite a lot in my lifetime too. It did have to do with the work I chose. Working in TV news, they move you around. It's kind of like the army, okay? And it sounds way more glamorous than it was. So I feel like some of you are overlooking the merits of where you are, and you're thinking, you know, grass is always greener. You're thinking something over there is going to be better. But I feel like giving yourself a little bit of time to allow things to blossom and to focus on manifesting right where you are is going to be beneficial to you. All right, so let's see if that has anything to do with the rest of the reading here. Let's see where we go. Page of Swords underneath. Temperance could be dealing with a Sag. 6 of Wands. 3 of Swords. Interesting. Ace of Wands. 6 of Swords. Look at that, this movement here. 5 of Swords. Oh boy. Okay. 8 of Swords. World. Thank God. Okay, Ace of Swords. So for some of you, this is a relationship. I just see Sagittarius. Okay, Pisces, some of you are dealing with a Sag. Some of you could be dealing with a fixed sign. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius. I feel like the path you're headed, if it's based on only passion, then it's keeping you too small. So, for example, this is a good example. Okay, so if you're dealing with a relationship that's based on only passion, there's more to it than that. There's more to life, there's more to relationships than just passion. If you're dealing in just sex right now, it's a limiting view. Okay? If this is about your work, if you're only dealing with what you are passionate about, then you're limiting yourself and you might not reap the financial rewards that you're hoping for. I have a bracelet that I wear, and it's the Japanese symbol of the Ikigai. See the little symbol there? Okay. And it has to do with what you're good at, what other people want, your own experience in your own life. You're telling stories about it, and it's very compelling. And then what people will pay you for. So I do a spiritual business class. We're doing it again in March. And in many ways, I see sometimes people's business plan or business idea is based on something that they are passionate about, but there's so much more that they're not developing. It's like, so I have an example. So a friend of mine loves gardening, and wants to be with her hands in the dirt all the time. Totally get it. Love gardening and everything like that. But there's so much more that this person could be doing in terms of sharing their wisdom, also understanding what people need and how her gift can interface with what other people need. There's just so much. I think you get what I'm saying. There's just more to it than that. Okay. and what people will want enough that they will pay money for. Now, this does feel a little bit like you're finally cutting through this mindset, okay? But if you're in a relationship that is solely based on, fueled by passion, and you don't take time enough to get to know them, to want to spend time with them when there's no sex, if you don't want to spend time with them when there's not passion, I think that's something to look at, okay? I feel like some of you are coming together with a person and it is a very passionate exchange, but there's this 3 of Swords and 5 of Swords. When you finally realize what the truth is, there's hurt and there's the feeling of being taken advantage of, okay? So clarify the 3 of Swords for me. I think right away you think this person is your lobster. This person is your person. Like right away, it's like an inner knowing. And you can have that inner knowing, but you got to wait for what the reason is. What is this person in my life about? And even if they are the love of your life, like giving yourself some time isn't going to hurt that. So, okay. 5 of Wands, Fool, Death, and 10 of Swords. So I feel like you might, some of you might be dealing with someone who has an issue with commitment. They love to be in love, but they have an issue with commitment. 5 of Wands, Fool. They love to have a lot of people sort of look at how amazing your girlfriend is. If your friends are jealous of you and that's the reason that you want to be in relationship with that person, it's probably not a good reason. Doesn't have any staying power. Okay? And there's so much more to a relationship than that. That's like, it feels very one-dimensional. I feel like this person, the Sagittarius, could be somebody who really likes freedom. And they also like to be told how awesome they are. They also like to be seen by a lot of people. They like to be looked up to by a lot of people. This person might have a big ego or is a bit vain about themselves, and it's getting them nowhere. 10 of Swords. It's getting them nowhere. All right? It doesn't mean that's the Sagittarius. I'll look at the Sag in depth in the extended. What about this 5 of Swords? This is likely you here and feeling like there's new passion, and right away you jump in the boat with this person, and then you feel taken advantage of when you see the truth here. Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, there you are. 7 of Wands, and the 9 of Pentacles. I feel like by giving yourself some time here instead of jumping right into the boat, 6 of Swords, you won't feel taken advantage of by this person. There's some reason why this person is here. And it might be that you both have this mindset around relationships that like love and passion are really where it's at. And there's not a lot of, there's not a lot of exploration about other parts of your lives. It's really all about, you talk and talk and talk, and it's just like you're seeing the other person and you're starting to see them, and but it's all through the lens of sex and passion, and it's really something that you might need to resist, okay? Because the reason this person is showing up, this 8 of Swords down here, Chariot, 3 of Cups, Page of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. Oof, I don't like that. Okay, this is about finally learning the lesson about someone who wants to have many admirers, who doesn't want to have commitment. Now, here's the thing. We are going to a new paradigm of relationship. So the old traditional way of having a relationship may no longer satisfy anyone. So we can maybe take that off the table. If there's in this relationship, if that's the reason to jump into the boat quickly, then let's maybe take that off the table, because we're building, if you're on the spiritual path and you're watching tarot readings, you're probably on the spiritual path. We're building a new paradigm of relationship. So there's this time when we don't know what relationship looks like. There's a period of time when we're not sure what the F we're doing here. What the fuck we're doing here. what the fuck we're doing here. We're not sure. And that's resistance of learning a lesson. So we can stumble into relationships and think that this person is going to be my be all and end all. And instead, I'm learning that, oh, the purpose of this is for me to see relationships clearly, for me to re-clarify for myself what I want, for me to understand my own independence. What is this person mirroring to you? Are they mirroring the idea that there's a certain amount of independence? Maybe we don't live together, and there's like all of these things that are kind of running roughshod over your beliefs around relationships. If that's true, then can this be a moment in time, instead of thinking about who is this person to me, think about what the lessons I am here to learn. What am I here to learn from this person? I guess that's kind of the same thing. Who is this person to me? What am I here to learn from this person? And resist jumping into the boat long enough so you can understand what this person is here to teach you. And when you do that, that's a tremendous amount of self-confidence. Bully for you, okay? I see Sag here. I do see Cancerian energy, but I feel like this is you. All right, I'll still look at it. I'll look at Cancer and Sag in the extended. I'm shocked that I didn't see anything else. I do see these fixed signs, so maybe I'll pull a few cards for them too. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. But as a group, the fixed energy of this is what it must be like. This is what a relationship is. You know, we are all things to each other. We're supposed to know what each other's thinking at all times. We're supposed to be able to intuit the other person's needs. All of that is really nonsense. But we're making it out. So these are reasons for breaking apart in relationships. And I also feel like, aren't we learning that we have our old paradigm of relationships is something that needs to be looked at more closely. And I think that's where you are here. I think this person might be coming across your path because you're really trying to understand what you want. Okay? And be able to write it into reality. Be able to bloom where you're planted, not just keep running around the universe trying to figure out, trying to get, this one person. I also feel like it has to do something with being able to see where the paradigm that you have of relationships is contributing to the feeling like you're being taken advantage of. I think you're finally going to figure that out. Okay? All right, Pisces, I'm going to continue on. I'll look at Sag and Cancer, and then I'll look at the fixed signs and see where we go. Okay? Link is below if you want to continue on with me, Pisces. I'll see you over there.